Welcome friends, I'm Barry, that's Beans, and welcome to our excellent adventure. Stop, Emporia, VA. The drive was pretty much white knuckle the whole way, especially where there was construction on 495. That was fantastic. Loved that. But we made it. We're level. We have 50 amps, which is nice. Beans is kind of content on his bed. And I'm gonna start making dinner. This is the first time I've used the Instant Pot. First time filming myself doing anything too, so bear with me. So we'll see how this goes. So I think I'm ready to go. All right, so I'm gonna start by plugging this thing in. And then I'm gonna do saute. Let's do high. Add a little bit of oil. This is avocado oil, because our ground beef is pretty lean. Costco, if you're listening, get 80-20. Enough of this 88-12 garbage. Just a little bit in there. And then I have a pound of sweet Italian sausage. I would prefer hot, but all I could find was sweet. And a pound of said ground beef. So in goes the ground beef. Every last drop. Oh yeah, apparently there's a train that goes through Emporia, VA. We're right off I-95. I was worried about traffic noise being an issue, but seems like trains are the issue. All right, so that ground beef is starting to sizzle. Let's make sure we don't get this paper. And in goes sausage. Two onions here. Cook that one evenly. You can see beans. Oh, that's great. This is perfect. Okay, so basically what I do, I used to cut these in quarters, but it doesn't really make sense because then you're just doing extra cutting that you don't need. And also the horizontal slices, no, waste of time. Perfectly fine dice. Not doing any of that nonsense. So again, just go straight down. I don't want this too fine. This knife's actually pretty good. Recently found out that the story I'd been telling people about where I learned to cook is a lie, according to my mother anyway. I I used to tell people that I would sit in the kitchen and watch her cook, and that was kind of where I got my knowledge of cooking, but apparently it's all from cooking shows, so but this sauce recipe is largely hers. All right, so this beef and pork mixture is coming along. Let's add the onions in. A little stir. And if you're just tuning in, which doesn't really make sense on YouTube, this is my maiden voyage. First stop ever. Second camping trip by myself. And so all of my stuff I have to unwrap. I have to find. Just a little bit of salt in there. Some black pepper. And I'm gonna have to play around with this camera because I'm not really keen on hunching over. That is smelling really good. Stir that in. I'm actually going to try the Instant Pot's pressure cooking function for this. So it's not all that important. I don't think that we get everything 100% cooked right now at this moment. I'm gonna get a few cloves of that, maybe 2. That's perfect. These 2 go in. And I'm gonna add some garlic confit to this too, so that's why I'm going a little light on the garlic at the moment. I kind of am a little haphazard with my garlic slicing it. I don't really have any good method. All the pros seem to just, do that. It doesn't really work for me. I'm afraid I'm going to slice my finger off. But that actually kind of did work. Next comes the tomatoes. All right, so 1 can diced tomatoes. 2 cans diced tomato. Might have to go 4. Alright, let's give that a stir. Your spoon. Yeah, it's gonna be some meaty sauce. 4th can of tomatoes. Going in. I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste as well to really drive home that tomato flavor. And I probably should have fried this a little bit, but I forgot because I always do. And this is out of a jar, which I think the main reason that people say to fry your tomato paste is because it comes out of a can and it has like a canned flavor. So I think we'll be all right. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit more salt. I've always wanted to do this. I've always wanted to start a cooking show. I didn't think I had the personality to do it, but maybe I do. I don't know. pepper. Have to turn the air on. And then this brand new thing of Italian seasoning. Some of that goes in. And I'm gonna add a little bit of hot peppers as well. The smaller pieces of hot pepper. Just a little bit. I don't like my sauce to be spicy. Just to give it a little something something. All right, so I'm going to cancel this, I think is what I have to do. And then pressure cook. Here's my lid. This lasagna is going to be done, this sauce will be done by 6:30. All right, so let's do pressure cook low for 30 minutes. And I never read the manual, so I could be doing this completely wrong. No idea. But that's it. I'm gonna clean up here. Probably take Mr. Bean for a little scamper, because that's what he lives for. And hopefully I don't burn the house down while we're gone. All right, see ya. All right, moment of truth. I just was messing around outside. I can just cancel this, turn that off. Flushing tanks and stuff. Like I said, this is my maiden voyage. So let's see how the sauce looks. I have not checked it yet, but I just released the pressure. So hopefully this will just open. Oh, it's very liquidy. Well, that's okay, because we're not using boil noodles. There might be a reason why you don't make spaghetti sauce in an Instant Pot. So it didn't evaporate anything, which, duh, but it's a little liquidy. But I think because I'm using regular lasagna noodles and not the no boil ones, should thicken right up. So I'm gonna get started on the assembly. Alright, so I have my oven preheated, or preheating to 400. I'm going to scoop some of our sauce out. Let me move on. So I'm gonna do like 3 ladles of sauce here. This not so great sauce. And shake it to even it out. Take our lasagna noodles. Press those in. Yeah, apparently this is something you're not supposed to do either, but no one's eating this but me. So, yeah, so I'm doing cottage cheese today, which is also gonna make this not the greatest lasagna ever. One, because I couldn't really find ricotta. 2, I spent a bloody fortune on everything for this rig in the past month. And ricotta is like 3 times the price of cottage cheese. And I'm trying to be a little more health conscious. So that's reason number 3. I'm gonna go in with a layer of that. So that's layer number 1. I'm gonna go just a little bit of sauce, drip everywhere, of course. It's a prerequisite for cooking. You have to make a mess. because you're not doing it right. And then some more lasagna sheets, strips, they're not really sheets, and repeat. There goes the train again. And then since I kind of scrimped on the inner cheese, I'm going to go heavy on this cheese. I have so much fun editing this video. Civilized about it, I guess. Alright, and hopefully our oven is hot. And we'll stick it in. Stay tuned for the results. So this is the end result. 840. It's been chilling for a little bit. I didn't want to slice into it when it was too hot. So I'll give it a taste test here in a sec. So I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this. Came out in a nice piece. I'll show you the pan after. Do a little taste test. A little parm on here, because you can never have too much parm. I've had better. I've had worse. Oh, pretty good. I mean, first meal in the Instant Pot, first meal in the rig, the RV. I can't really complain. I'm gonna devour this because I'm starving and it's 9 o'clock. And then get tucked in and go to bed. See y'all in the morning. It's 8:30 in the morning. And they're already gone. I think Bike Week is on this week or something. So I think they're all heading to that, trying to get there early. They have this little bounce house thing, but it's not really a bounce house, it's just a pad. That's pretty cool. I didn't think they'd have this set up this time of year. It's pretty cold today. So I made my first mistake. I closed the slide out, and as you can see, the bed blocks off basically the dresser, which is where I put my socks and underwear. So guess what I'm wearing today? We're at a rest stop in North Carolina. I think we have about 45 minutes left till we get to Cedar Point. So we made it to Cedar Point. Took about 3 hours. The wind was way less than it was yesterday, getting to Emporia. But we were on some back roads and it got a little dicey at some points, but we're here. We're set up, we're level. Got the slide outs out. Got a little post check-in snack going on here. Some cheese and crackers. Bean's just chilling. There's something off in the woods here, making some noise. So it's actually 2 squirrels fighting. There's a little trail that goes to the marsh right behind our site, and Beans has already found the swamp. So I have a stinky swamp monster on my hands going forward. That's gonna conclude this portion of our adventure. Until next time, stay excellent. I guess that's my outro. I don't know. What do you guys think?